KKR also reminds me of this great film, the 60s film. It's a great film. And all of you should see it. It's called The Great Escape.
Of course. Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen. This is The Great Escape. You did everything wrong. Something happened. The only decision I think they took, and they took it for a reason, they said the ball must be slowing down. The pitch is slowing down. Maybe save Sunil Narayan for the back 10.
Yeah.
I think somewhere there's strategy out there. And that they might have done. I still feel they should have still saved him 3 and given maybe 1 up front against Shane Watson. But, that worked for them. And the other thing that worked for them, I admire Varun Chakravarthy tossing up the ball at that stage to Dhoni, middle stump to Dhoni, tossing up a ball on length is something that many bowlers have had nightmares about for many, many years. To see it yield a wicket today, shows you that this is 2020.
It is upside
down. And you can
down.
see it deceived MS as well, because he's not a guy that normally swipes across the line. MS Dhoni is a guy that hits downtown. I mean, we all go back to the World Cup winning shot. He hits spinners, he hits quicks down the ground. He very rarely resorts to that wild swipe across the line. So it deceived him. And that's what I loved about that, the courage from Chakravarthy to be able to do that. That was really good. And that, once that was the turning point, I think 1 wicket prior to that possibly was, but it really gave Kolkata a bit more belief, I think.
It was, I think if you were to sum up this match, you'd say that both teams during their batting controlled the game for the first 10 and just went completely pear-shaped in the next 10. So I think that both teams have to reassess. One, of course, they're getting some stuff out of maybe their top order. So today, Kolkata's got it out of Shubman Gill a few days. Today, they got it out of Rahul Tripathi. But on the other side, and then they're getting very little from the others, maybe sometimes from Rana, sometimes from Morgan. Maybe they're doing too much of a draw of lots with their batting. On the other side with Chennai, they're just not getting enough intent out of their middle order, which is the reason why the back 10 has got so derailed. And I'll tell you, I had both these teams, and it's there in the ether, it's etched in the marble that I had both these teams as my picks for the playoffs. And very honestly, as a fan, I'm disappointed at the second half of both their batting innings, because you're not wanting this, Simon. As a fan, you're not wanting it. There are these questions. It's great what they did. Rahul Tripathi is great. Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan, their bowling strategies, etc. Great, but they can't let 8 wickets go. They can't be all out when they were 2 down or at the halfway mark.
No, I get all that. I think they'll be disappointed. They won't be anywhere near as disappointed as the team in yellow, though, because they still won.
Yeah,
they didn't play anywhere near their best game, and they still got 2 points on the board.
Yeah.
I didn't have Chennai anywhere near my top 4 at the start of the tournament, so you and I were slightly different in that fact. I just thought that I felt the UAE wouldn't suit them. I felt they'd picked a team that could be successful at Chepak and not be so successful on the road in India. And obviously coming here was going to make things a lot more difficult. And I just felt that the age of their team and the age of their players, I didn't have them in my top 4. I had Kolkata as a finalist.
Yeah. And
I think if they get their batting strategies right and their batting order right, they can still be a finalist, because I believe the 2 best bowling attacks in the tournament are Delhi and Kolkata, closely followed by Mumbai. And so that's my theory around it, because bowlers win your 2020 games.